Hey guys, how's it going? I was personally lucky enough to get into the closed beta for Darktide, and I know it's early, it's still technically the first day of this whole thing even happening, but I played a couple of games, and I kind of just wanted to make a little reaction and give my thoughts to my experience today. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing I feel the need to mention is that performance is definitely an issue that needs to be worked on. Now it's a beta, and this is definitely expected at this point, but when the game is released, it's definitely going to need to be optimized way more. I have a 3070, which is a pretty good GPU, and on 1080p with pretty much everything turned down, I can run like 60 to 80 frames a second, which is fine, but it needs to be better than that upon release. However, that's where the negatives pretty much end for me. There are a lot of things that I am liking so far about this game. The environments look absolutely fantastic, and each one of them feels a little different, which is really cool. The combat is super fun. I played a little bit of Psyker and Veteran. The swapping between melee and ranged combat, hybrid combat that Fat Shark has been talking about for a while now, really very cool. I love it. This game honestly feels like the next evolutionary step from Vermintide 2. Darktide still has the heart of what made Vermintide 2 great. You can see it and feel it in the gameplay, in the way the enemies swarm, in the way the maps look fantastic. This is Fat Shark doing their thing, doing what they do, and it's coming along very nicely. It's really close to being done, guys. And while it still has the heart of what made Vermintide 2 great, there are a couple of things it's actually improved upon. For example, when you're trying to find your teammates in Vermintide 2, you have to turn a setting to put like a green outline around them. So when they walk behind a wall, you just see this green outline. It kind of breaks immersion a little bit. In Darktide, you just see like their vitals. You see this kind of holographic scan of their body, and you see their heart beating when they're behind a wall. I think it looks way cooler and doesn't break my immersion. Another cool thing, you can sprint, you can slide, and sprinting uses your stamina bar. You don't need to run like stamina on weapons and stuff. Blocking, same thing, also uses your stamina bar, so you have to kind of manage that between blocking and running away from enemies. My favorite change / improvement that Darktide brings is the toughness mechanic. The toughness is what would be considered like a shield in other futuristic type shooter games, However, you can replenish it through melee kills, but way faster you can replenish it just by being near your team. And why I think it's such a great implementation is because it encourages that teamwork, that team of sticking together, because it's really necessary. This game also has its own version of a grimoire, and it's freaking gorgeous. I mean, this thing is like a big green watch inside a clock, inside a book. I love it. Another cool change from Vermintide to Darktide is that instead of, when you go down, instead of getting wounded, your health becomes cursed, right? So it's represented by the little purple part of your health bar. It essentially just lowers your max health for a time. But the kicker is, the longer you're down, the more cursed health you're gonna have. So it incentivizes people to resurrect their fallen allies quicker, so that their health doesn't become cursed. I think that and the toughness mechanic really kind of incentivize teamwork and working together. This game has dedicated servers, and they're really good. Like, there's no latency, there's no lag, there's no problem if I play with a dude from Australia or a person from Europe plays with me. Like, there's no issue. We can all play and react, and there's no latency. It's amazing. Total upgrade from Vermintide 2 in that department. And then just kind of the final thing I wanted to mention, the lower difficulties. In Vermintide 2, like, unless you're very new to the game and you're just kind of like learning stuff, like you don't even know how to block yet, or you have like no talents and stuff, by the time you get to like level 10, level 15, in a couple of characters, recruit and veteran, it's a breeze. You can just kind of breeze through it. It's not like that on Darktide. Darktide, I was playing the second easiest difficulty for the most part, and it was a decent challenge. It was balanced, it was fair, but damn, it was fun and challenging. So I really just feel like Fat Shark's doing a lot of things right with Darktide. It definitely needs to get optimized more, but other than that, dude, they're nailing everything. When it releases on November 30th, this game is gonna be something special. That's it for me, guys. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe to this channel, leave me a like and leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think of Darktide if you're in the beta, if you're just kind of watching the video, or other people's content or what you've seen. Let me know what you think of it. I also have a Discord link in the description down below. 1,750 plus people in that server. We like to hang out. See you, boys and girls.